within months, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will be on another of their unofficial royal tours, and this time they're going to the country of Colombia. The couple have accepted the invitation of Vice President Francia Marquez and will engage in several activities related to ending violence and online harm against children. On that subject, they've just spoken to American network CBS, their first joint interview since the infamous Oprah sit-down. Take a listen.
Our kids are young. They're 3 and 5. They're amazing. But all you want to do as parents is protect them. And so as we can see what's happening in the online space, we know that there's a lot of work to be done there.
Almost every parent needs to be a first responder. And even the best first responders in the world wouldn't be able to tell the signs of possible suicide. That is the terrifying piece of this.
Yeah, well, I've lost the will to live. How safe will the trip to Colombia be? Both the US and UK governments advise against all but essential travel to parts of the country. This comes just a day after a royal source revealed that Harry remains frightened about his family's security in the UK and has reached out to the King for help. So, Suzanne, it's unusual for the Sussexes, but are there double standards at play here?
Of course there are. I've been looking up the crime rates. You know, the rate of homicide in Colombia is 22 times that in the UK. Crime overall in Colombia is 6 times worse than in the UK. I also think they're very hypocritical here. So they're going to Colombia to talk about cyberbullying, online exploitation and the mental health impact of these threats. But what's Colombia's #1 problem? Drugs. No mention of that. Hey, Harry, I wonder why.
No. So there you go. Britain, unsafe for the Sussexes. Colombia, not so much.
I'm going to have to contradict what's just been said. Look, if you're Prince Harry and your mother died in the way she did, being pursued by the press, literally, you have a trauma that you'll always have to deal with. And when you've seen what they've done and written about him and his wife, you could understand why he might feel
why
that
hasn't
way.
he got trauma about going to one of the most dangerous countries in the world?
There's 2 things to say. If you're ever going to take a risk, this is a subject worth taking a risk for. You know, for the safety of young children. And let's be clear, he's been invited by the government. He's going to be looked after. He won't be wandering up and down the street. And the other thing, of course, he will not be pursued by the press in the same way he would be here.
OK, I mean, I'm struggling to fathom why Colombia...
I think it's the last thing Colombia needs. I mean, talk about the sort of white saviour complex. Obviously, Meghan is of dual heritage, but it's the kind of Western saviour complex I mean, surely solutions to Colombian problems lie in Colombia.
Maybe Harry wants to go to Colombia and go shopping. Buy some special items.
I mean, the cyberbullying, I'm sure, is
By
not
the way,
the
I'm
biggest
talking
problem.
about souvenirs.
Absolutely.
I'm being very prejudicial here. I'm talking about funny hats.
I mean, never mind
and maybe some elixir.
It's a special elixir.
Energy giving.
I have to disagree.
Yeah,
Colombian Barocca.
I have to disagree a little bit with Matthew. Online bullying isn't white saviour complex. I'm very sensitive to that. I'd have picked it up. It's an international problem.
No, absolutely. What I'm saying is the solutions lie locally.
No, the solutions lie internationally, hence an international problem. But let's be clear, anybody who's going to use... This is the only good thing you could probably use celebrity for, to actually help people. And our children are very, very vulnerable to stuff online. So it's nice to shine a light on that. I think it's correct.
Well, that's good. Well, listen, Harry, of course, is formerly of the military, so he'll go to Colombia and enjoy a bit of marching. Good luck to you. It is